Hi. Today I want to talk a little bit about working with dogs alongside healing. And the reason I want to talk about this is because when I started documenting my healing journey, I didn't start immediately after diagnosis. In fact, I started much later on. In fact, I think I started not long after I'd got a second diagnosis. So, the first diagnosis was for breast cancer in 2016, October, and I had a mastectomy. And then I went down the natural route, following Gerson therapy, and then later going on to do my own thing based on lots of different findings and learnings and teachings that I had studied. And in December last year, I was diagnosed with having ductal carcinoma, which was around where I'd had the scar, where I'd had the mastectomy. So it was only after that I decided I was going to document things, and I wish I'd done it sooner, really. But one of the things that I don't speak much of in these videos, because I'm directing it for people that are more likely to need it for their own selves, but the one thing that I think that I should talk more about, because it's more about who I am as a person, is the fact that when you have a dog, if you have a dog, animals can really, really help us in order to heal. And this is something that I think is really valuable and worth sharing with other people. So often what happens is people get sick, but their dogs are also sick with the same thing. Or people may attract dogs that continually get the same illness, and then their dog might die, and then another dog comes into their life and then that dog gets the same sort of illness, and then that dog dies, and they go, why is it I keep getting these dogs and they keep getting this illnesses? So what I think is helpful is that when you are aware, when you raise your vibration and you become much more acutely aware of what's going on around you, you can understand exactly what is going on for you from seeing your dog. Now, you can see it obviously from yourself as well, but most people can't see it on themselves. Most people don't recognize when they have put on some weight, or when they're looking slightly different, or most people don't recognize things on themselves, but they find it much easier to recognize it on a loved one or somebody that they know. So if you have a dog and you recognize your dog as being strange, acting weird, not themselves, then you want to just stop and ask, is everything all right with me? Because dogs express so much on behalf of their people, and they can give us great clues as to what's going on for us, because everything is energy, everything is vibration and frequency. So this is the work, this is the main work that I'm now interested in, because obviously you don't go through a journey like this and not want to use it for the greater good of others. So when I got my dog, he was actually not very well. He was really quite sick. And I got him well. A lot of people didn't think it was possible. A lot of vets didn't think it was really possible. But I got my dog well. And, okay, he's a much older dog. He's also a giant breed, which means that generally people assume that they have shortened lives because of it. But you know, this is all another limitation, these limitations that we put out there onto things. He is healthy. He was healed. Now, what does healing mean? Healing to some people means like a cure, but healing in my terms means to heal at the spiritual and cellular level. So you have to remove the karmas, So if there's some pattern that's stuck within the cells of your body, you need to shift those. You need to make peace with them so that they don't reoccur. This is why often people have dogs that get sick time and time again in the same place, or people get sick themselves and then it just keeps reoccurring, a sickness in the same place or the same kind of sicknesses. If you're not sure how to get texture on that, then I advise you to read Louise Hay's Metaphysical Causations book, because it will give you a whole list of the metaphysical causation for a whole load of different diseases and illnesses. And so it does give depth, and it so totally resonates. It's so true. So when it comes to animals and it comes to us, there's no separation. We can use our animals to help ourselves heal, and in healing ourselves we heal them. And this is just amazing, because there's a lot of people out there who love their animals and they can't be reached by humans because they're a little bit shut off from people. But if they can be reached by their animals, because those people will do anything for their animals, then they can get deeper healing in their lives, because there's a lot of empaths out there, a lot of introverts out there who struggle with the day-to-day because there's a lot of heavy energy about and it affects them greatly, and they don't know how to raise their vibration to not allow it to affect them yet. But they will learn how to do that. And at first it starts with actually healing those wounds that have accumulated from maybe an early age or maybe from a different lifetime, getting those all resolved through the help of their dog, so that they're nice and calm and relaxed in this lifetime, and then they can do the deeper, greater work that their soul was brought forth to do, because everybody has something that they can share on this planet at this time. So don't be afraid, don't feel silly to look towards your dog and say, what is my dog telling me about the way they are, the way that they're being? What is my dog communicating to me? And that will help you to bring greater healing to your life. And it seriously works, honestly. Anyway, I hope this was helpful in some way. And may you all be well and enjoy this fine, beautiful day, the 2nd of July 2018. Peace.